Make you eat the crow. Laughing in your face. Laughing to the base. She can keep the push.
And welcome back to the Hard to Handle Sports Podcast. Thank you so much for being here. I'm welcomed here with two guests. Juju.
I'm Andrew. I go by Juju. How you doing?
I'm Dahoud.
Daoud.
Yeah, how's it going, everybody?
Thank you so much for being here.
for having
Appreciate you
us.
guys making the time coming out here. All the way from SAC and,
Thank you for having
DC.
me. Thank you for
Daly
having
City.
Yeah, I see you rocking the Niners, the SAC Town, the Kings. All right. I feel it. Let's just get to it. Today some news broke out that Justin Fields is going to the Steelers. We had a lot of free agency talks. How do you guys see Fields doing with the Steelers? You think it's a good move for the Steelers? I know me and you were talking about it off camera about potentially going to the Raiders. So how do you guys feel about the trade?
I feel they gave up so little just to get that guy. I can't believe that the Raiders did not decide to make a move on that.
Right.
Pretty much, first things first, is he going to start or is he going to be a backup?
I mean, it's too early to tell, but they were
Exactly,
saying
right.
that he might back up.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Of all people. We saw what he did in Denver the past 2 years, and it wasn't impressive.
At all.
Right? And he had some good receivers. Jerry Jeudy being there. He had
Sutton was catching
Sutton
tutties.
was good, right? Their O-line was weak, but still, is he going to do any better in Pittsburgh is the question.
Yeah.
I don't... the thing with the Pittsburgh Steelers right now is they've made fantastic moves in free agency right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And the question is, do you want to go with a younger movement or do you want to go with the more reliable product, which is Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, the Steelers have not had a good quarterback in a very long time.
Even when Big Ben was there, because
Yeah.
his last few years, he was
done.
He was cooked.
Yeah.
He was cooked.
He was washed.
I'll tell you this though, they did make the playoffs last year,
Yep.
and they had the worst quarterback play of the whole league, or up there. Kenny Pickett, Trubisky, who's that guy that
Mason Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph, yeah.
Mason Rudolph.
My goodness.
So, I mean, Justin Fields, I don't necessarily think he's going to break out or be a star with Pittsburgh just because they're not really known for their offense like that. But
Exactly.
I feel like he'll be better than what they had last year.
Do you want him to sit and learn behind Russell Wilson, who's already had concerns about his character and whatnot?
Yeah.
Locker room problems, most definitely.
Yeah.
Is that really the role model you want to teach? Or do you want to just send a young guy out and
Right.
just make mistakes?
I mean, in my opinion, right, I think, you send him out. He's already played. He's already been a starter in Chicago. And, Russell Wilson, they got him on a 1 year, $1 million
$1 million,
deal.
1.4.
Chump change.
That's exactly.
Exactly.
So the goal, I think, was to eventually let him be on the bench. So, I think Pittsburgh should start off with Justin Fields as a starter, put that confidence in him. He has that second-year receiver, was it Pickens?
Yeah.
He's
Kenny,
really
yeah, they just traded Johnson
Mm-hmm.
to Tennessee, I believe, or somewhere.
Tennessee's rebuilding.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: if he was in his second or third year, then he could sit a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But he's approaching the you got to re-sign him type.
I have another question. So Russell Wilson is on a 1 year deal. Do you
1
believe they're gonna? Do you believe if Russell Wilson does play good this season, they're gonna extend him?
Most definitely. If he gets to start, yeah, why not? The guy won a ring before. He has the experience. He has the knowledge to lead a team, right? But is he gonna do good?
I mean, to be honest, that question is so far fetched to me because one of my reactions today from getting Fields was that Russell Wilson might not be in the squad come week 1.
I agree.
That's what I mean. 1.4, he probably doesn't have much guaranteed.
Yeah, for sure.
So, or maybe it's all guaranteed, but who cares? It's 1.4. I think they signed him at the beginning of free agency
Just in
because
case.
they need to get someone.
Exactly.
They need to get someone. And then when the price was right for Justin Fields, they pulled the trigger on it.
Which is a steal, by the way.
Yeah,
They
both
got
of them
another
were
steal.
steals.
Yeah.
So if you gotta cut one,
You cut Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So, I mean, yeah, potentially he could play good and get re-signed, but I see it more likely that he potentially loses out to Justin Fields, and then you don't really want to carry him as your backup when you have, Justin Fields trying to build confidence and trying to, cement himself as a guy, and you have a Super Bowl winning QB in the back who's everyone knows him, Mr. Unlimited, Team
Right.
3,
Mr. Big Check.
Mr.
Right?
Big, yeah. So I think, in my opinion, it's more likely that he's not there week 1 than he gets a big like a contract after this year, which kind of sucks because I did like Russell Wilson like a lot.
He was good 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Maybe not now, in my opinion, right?
but you guys think any of these quarterbacks could push the Steelers probably like past the Ravens or the Bengals when Burrow comes back?
Oh man,
Because that division is brutal. It's probably the toughest division in the league.
I would agree.
that and the AFC West, I think for sure.
The West?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think.
Well, now that
The West?
now that the Chargers and the Broncos kind of blew it up, you can have that debate.
right, but Jim Harbaugh coming in put that confidence in Justin Herbert. Don't underestimate them. I think Chargers will be neck and neck with Kansas City next year.
With what
yes,
talent
yeah.
around them? They have
They
nothing.
just got rid of
They gutted the entire
Keenan
offense.
Allen,
Correct.
Mike Williams.
Which they did, right? 2 star receivers in the league. But
They got
the offseason's not
Butterfingers.
over.
They got Quentin Johnson as their number one.
Yeah, but the offseason's not over. I mean,
I'll tell you this.
are happening. Devontae Adams.
It has
might not
become
stay.
easier to hit on wide receivers as of late and make like impact like first year.
Yes.
Like Justin Jefferson went out and Addison, you know, he filled in pretty good as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it is the Chargers and they're not like known for hitting.
They
on it.
lost Eckler too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
put
yeah.
that in there.
I think the Chargers releasing Mike Williams and trading Keenan Allen absolutely determines to me that they're probably going to pick a wide receiver in the draft this year
Marvin Harrison, maybe if they trade up.
if they get lucky.
what are they, 5?
They're 5 right now, but they're in the race for Malik Neighbors, who's also like quite a stud.
I mean, people were saying that QB might go 1, 2, 3, 4.
With Drake May at 4 or no?
I mean, I don't know the
Oh,
order,
okay.
but like
do you think like the Cardinals would trade down or something, or they would try to replace Kyler Murray?
I think it's time. I think I can agree it's time to look into a potential Kyler Murray replacement. You know, what has he proven the past 2-3 years?
yeah, and the people that drafted him aren't there anymore.
Exactly.
Like
He has no receivers.
He's short, so like if you
Mhm.
come in and you want like a bigger quarterback, then that's a easy way out. He likes playing Call of Duty too much, you know. He got all those rumors. But back to the AFC North. Like, do you guys think any of those quarterbacks could push Pittsburgh to the top? Or
I mean, they're like you said, it's one of the toughest divisions in the league, but
Right.
also probably the best defensive division in the league.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
with
yeah.
Cleveland being a top 5 defense, Baltimore being a top 5 defense, right? So like, you know, in Cincinnati maybe not, but Steelers also had a top 10 defense last year.
yeah. They have the highest paid defense in the league.
and they got better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally don't think Justin Fields or Russell Wilson can make it there against those top defenses in the league. You know, I don't think they can. beat the
Yeah.
playoffs.
I mean, I hear you, but then I also saw Joe Flacco go in there and take the Bengals to the playoffs.
But Joe Flacco had arguably a top 3 defense last year in Cleveland.
Yeah.
You know, they took his
They
back.
did. Yeah.
rode his back
They
a
were doing
lot.
some. They were doing some good stuff.
Here's another thing to keep in mind: the Browns did all that last year without having Nick Chubb,
Yes. Yeah, it did.
and he is coming back this year.
Should he come back?
Do you believe he's not?
I mean,
I'm not saying he won't. I'm saying should he? Same injury, same knee, you know, twice, college and year. Those are career-ending injuries. Don't why, you know? Is it okay to do that to yourself? What do you think?
it's giving me some Lattimore vibes.
Yeah, it's giving me some Todd Gurley vibes.
Yeah.
How old is Nick Chubb?
The same age as Todd Gurley, I heard yesterday, right?
Nah, he's younger.
I think, really?
Todd Gurley's
Todd Gurley's
like Todd Gurley's like 29, I think, and Chubb is like 27, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Todd Gurley's a different case. He has arthritis.
Yeah.
Right. But those are career-ending knee injuries.
Most definitely.
that Nick
But,
Chubb
but
had.
arthritis makes it where like you can't even
Yeah,
walk.
You can't recover.
Yeah, you can't do
There's-
anything.
There's no muscle being. The
Yeah,
muscles
yeah.
really hurts. Yeah.
Or like once AP came back from the ACL and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, he kind of made it a little bit more, you know, normal for running backs and other positions to come back.
Right.
But on the flip side of that Justin Fields trade, how do you guys think are the Bears nasty now or what? Like, are the Bears the new Lions? Like, they're building that offense
So
pretty nice.
let me ask you. Let's just go through the division. Do you think they're better than the Packers? I don't believe they're better than the Packers.
Dude, I like Love, dude. Not gonna lie,
Same.
I love Love. I'll say that right now. I love Love.
He has potential. He's a
I
dog.
can't say they're better than the division leaders last year.
Lions?
The Lions.
Yeah.
So
That's tough.
At best, they're still the third best team in that
yeah.
division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
We
you
don't
know,
know who their quarterback is yet.
Oh, it's gonna be Caleb for sure.
Is Caleb gonna,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, Caleb is hyped up to be like him.
yeah.
Everyone's saying he's the next Mahomes.
Yeah.
Right. That's everyone's saying, but we know we've seen busts happen. Right?
Yeah.
It's-
I mean, just last year.
exactly.
I don't like how people are brushing off like the fact that he had a lot of criticism this year about.
Yeah.
People are just acting like it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like That
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel you, but he had no protection at USC either. Homie was running for his life. But then again, that backup that played the weeks he sat out, I don't know if it was the year. I mean, it was the game for the bowl that he didn't play, and the backup QB threw like 5 touchdowns and like only 4 incompletions, and it was like, damn, like system quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm not really too into Caleb Williams. I think, you know, maybe I might be biased, but I think he'll be a huge bust.
Really?
5 years down the line, he'll be like Jamarcus Russell.
I completely
Russell?
agree with you.
I really believe in that. I really believe that.
I don't know about Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah. As a Raider fan, that should trigger you. Spaz him out. Whoa.
This man turned in homework and didn't watch the tape, and the coach just gave him a blank disc, and all they asked for him was to report.
Yeah.
Do you want someone like that leading your team?
Oh my.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of foul to compare someone to Jamarcus Russell, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, it is, but it's opinion, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not gonna say he's gonna be Mahomes level quarterback. You know why? Because there are no Mahomes level quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree.
You know what it is? I feel like I believe in him enough where I think he has a really good chance to be good. I don't really buy the hype that he's the next Mahomes and he's just gonna like.
I think he could reach Justin Herbert, maybe like that type.
I feel like he's not gonna be better than CJ Stroud last year for sure.
CJ Stroud's a dog.
That's a dog.
That's a dog.
Dude, I'm ready to put Stroud at number 3 already. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But I'll tell you this. I feel like if Caleb Williams doesn't plan out, it obviously is gonna be on him. But it's going to be a lot on the Bears, too. Yeah. Like, they're the only franchise that hasn't had a quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards. Like, you really got to try to be bad. Like, they're terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, quarterbacks, like, wake up and throw for 4,000 yards nowadays. Like, you really got to, like, not know what the hell you're doing.
And whoever the quarterback is next year, I mean, don't forget you have Keenan Allen on one side and DJ Moore on the other. 4,000 should be easy.
Yeah.
You know, you should.
Cole Kmet, they're saying they might, with their first pick, top 10 pick, they might get the best tight end in the country. I forgot his name, but they're saying
Bowers.
Yeah. They're saying Bowers, Keenan Allen, and Moore, DJ Moore.
It's like
bro,
squad.
That's insane. And Swift.
Swift is a dog.
Swift is a dog.
Yeah.
Swift is a dog, bro.
Like, yeah, they have to try to do bad.
Right? Dude, I don't know how they haven't had a 4,000 yard. Like, you really got to try.
They have had a lot of. They've had a discrepancy in quarterback talent.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, who is the best quarterback in Bears history?
Like, probably before at times.
Jay Cutler?
Jay Cutler from what we've seen. From what we've seen, yeah.
Is that really
Jay
the
Cutler?
competition?
Oh my god.
Jay Cutler, yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's probably some older ones that we don't really.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with.
Yeah,
but it's not Jay Cutler.
I personally didn't watch football in the 80s.
I wasn't alive. From what we've seen, it's probably been Jay Cutler.
It's not Trubisky.
Or, like the 8 games that Kyle Orton started before he got exposed.
Yeah.
Before he went to the Broncos.
Right.
Like, that's probably the highest end. Maybe even Justin Fields, to be honest. As bad as he's been, like, he's been electric. He's at least been fun.
Was it Jay Cutler who took it to the Super Bowl in 06?
Yes.
No.
What?
No.
Was it?
It was Rex Grossman.
Was it Rex Grossman?
Dude, yeah, it was. Jay Cutler got drafted
08?
like later after that. It was Rex Grossman that took him to the Super Bowl.
That proves to you. Right?
Exactly proves my point, though. Who
is Rex Grossman?
Who's been the best Bears quarterback?
Yeah, they haven't.
Past 20 years, we don't know.
So Caleb Williams absolutely has the ability to do that.
Yeah, easy. He could be the best Bears quarterback halfway through the season.
But what has Justin Fields done to give up on him so easily? You don't think he deserved another year or two?
Yeah, well, he wasn't drafted by the guys there.
Yeah.
Usually they like to draft their own guys,
establish.
Yeah, put their job on the line for the guy that they drafted. His contract extension's coming up. Like I said, I think he's entering his 5th year. And yeah, I mean, sometimes he throws the ball into the dirt. He's very athletic, but to be fair, I've seen some of their play calls and they're pretty shitty. Like I've seen some Thursday night games with the Bears, and it's like, what are you guys doing? Like this is atrocious.
They actually told him to stop using his legs.
Yeah, and he had to complain publicly, and then tell him like, "Yo, let me run. Like let me use my talents." Yeah, the Bears are a mess, dude.
Yeah,
I think
they are.
what I've gotten from this is the Bears
They're a mess.
are terrible. Like, their stadium's falling apart. That franchise is
Their
like
organization's horrible.
it's horrible.
But hey, at least they have something to look forward to right now.
Yeah, great offense so far on paper. You know, we gotta see how they
Yeah.
make it work now without a quarterback.
All right.
obviously.
Speaking of great offenses on paper, what is your guys' opinion on the Falcons getting Cousins, and they have all these top 10 picks on like every position?
Well, that tight end that they drafted last year, was it?
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts, right?
That was like 2-3 years ago now. They
Yeah,
just,
2 years ago.
I know
So
you're
I don't know. Kyle Pitts really, he was supposed to be the star, Travis Kelce, Gronk, Kittle comparison. And he hasn't done much. And that could be because they haven't had a good quarterback to throw him some balls. But again, usually tight ends make a name for themselves. Very easily, right?
especially with young quarterbacks. It's like your safety blanket.
Exactly, right? So, I mean, they have all these picks. I don't know. I don't really believe in Kirk Cousins like that, right? He has a guy like he's always had great receivers, and never done anything so special to make him think like, oh, he's an elite quarterback. Have you ever said that Kirk Cousins is an elite quarterback before? Have you ever said that?
I said he's a good quarterback. I never
Yes,
said
elite.
Yeah.
Right, but with receivers like that, you would say he should be. When you have good receivers like JJ, for example, you put in any average buck, they can make themselves look like an elite quarterback.
I will say this.
I mean,
he was having a fantastic season before his Achilles injury.
he was MVP bound, low key. But it was only like 5-6 weeks.
It's not enough.
I'll tell you this. You're saying that about JJ. What's his name? Mullins didn't look like that good. He looked shitty.
Yeah,
All the backups look shitty.
yeah, that's.
I'll tell you this. I mean, I think the Falcons also have just not been able to use, what's his name? Kyle Pitts. He was number 8, and he gave the number 8 to Cousins, and then Cousins joked about it in the media. He was saying, like, how do you get the number 8? And then I guess Kyle Pitts just told them, was like, hey, just give me some targets, and then you can have number 8.
I think the only reason all these players that had like high potential, like Drake London or Kyle Pitts, the reason why their numbers haven't been so good is because their coach doesn't believe their quarterback can throw.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why they're one of the best rushing attacks, kind of.
Oh, I mean, the fact that the other running back was getting more carries than Bijan is insane, bro. Like,
Man.
But they're going through something completely different now, going through a hopeful rebrand. I think Kirk Cousins is going to really unlock the potential that wasn't tapped with the.
Honestly, I like Cousins.
Yeah.
I like Cousins.
How many, in your opinion, how many years he has left in him?
I got to see how he comes back with the Achilles, but
years that he's playing or years that he's good?
Years that he's good after coming off an injury like that, right?
3.
Max.
3.
I'll take that to the max. Yeah,
yeah,
for
max.
sure.
I'd
And
say
then there's a potential he's not good now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So is it really a big investment? I mean, they're taking a big chance by signing a
Yeah.
guy like Cousins. It's not no guarantee. It's nothing guaranteed, right?
But I feel like, I mean, they haven't had anything since Matt Ryan. Like anything. Even Matt Ryan in his last few years was pretty shitty.
Pretty shitty.
So it's been like 5 years since they've had any pulse at a quarterback.
I mean, speaking of Achilles, right? We don't know if Kirk Cousins is going to come back the same. We don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to come back the same, right? That's a tough injury to come back from.
We don't know if Aaron Rodgers come back to the NFL.
He might he's your BP, bro.
What is it?
He's running for vice president.
He has so much on his plate.
I'll tell you this. Cousins has a better chance of being good than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I'm going to have to disagree.
I believe you.
Because like the last time we saw Cousins, he was playing great. He was balling out. He was dunking all over the Niners on what, Monday night, or what was it, Sunday night? I think it was Monday night. I think it was Monday night. He was balling against you guys. He looked hella good. He was probably top 3 in the MVP race, if there's an MVP race after like 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah, is there really?
And then last time we saw Aaron Rodgers, he had a shitty season with the Packers. I mean, he did have 2 MVPs, before that.
Exactly.
But he had a shitty season. Like, it's been like, it's a running joke. It's been like 26 games since he's thrown for 300 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not comparing Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers here. We already know where Aaron Rodgers is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Right? But
I mean, I'm not blind. Yeah. I was talking about coming back.
I would say the way they play the ball, I think all you have to do is build an O-line for Rodgers, and he's good. And they just signed that guy from Dallas, Tyron Smith.
Yeah.
So that he's one of the best tackles in the league. So they're trying to build that protection for him, which
Right.
and that young receiver core too as well. So I think Rodgers will come back better than Cousins, but we'll see.
We'll see. But I mean, the Falcons division isn't that good,
Yeah.
so
I think that's the Bucs divisions to lose.
Really, still, even with Cousins.
Dude, Baker Mayfield had his best year ever.
He looked great.
He
looked
was
great.
balling.
I liked him last year.
He was balling.
He made me a fan, most definitely.
You know what's funny?
People thought he was cooked.
Yeah, people thought he was done.
I thought he was cooked.
Yeah,
I said he was cooked, and then I clipped it so that when he was cooked, I could replay the clip. So now it's just
Hidden somewhere.
Yeah. I never said that.
And then the Saints have been in salary cap hell. They haven't been able to make any big moves.
They're still paying for the last Drew Brees years.
Yeah, that's okay.
Don't disrespect Chris Olave. You're a great receiver, but I mean, like the Bucs, you still have Mike Evans. You still have Chris Godwin.
Right.
What's his name? Rashad White. Rashad White. That's a baller right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Their O-line's really good. Their team's solid.
Yeah.
Their question right now is, can they resign their free agents, or are they gonna move? Can they maintain their level of defense? Because that has been what's kind of keeping them together.
Yeah. Well, they cut what's his name? Shaquille Barrett, I think.
And they lost Devin Bush. Is that right? Or they kept him?
I believe.
I think they lost
I
Bush.
I know Levante David is also a free agent right
So
now.
that's three out of three star linebackers that they have.
Carlton Davis also got traded, I believe, to the Lions.
Who is it?
Carlton Davis also.
Yeah.
Got traded to
The thing they got going for them is that division is pretty weak. So as long as they just kind of maintain their level, they don't really got to improve. I mean, unless they want to make noise in the playoffs. But to win the division is like, what are the Panthers really going to do? You know?
Whichever team gets 10 wins in that division is probably going to win that division.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 9 gets you in the conversation.
Well, speaking of the Panthers, right? You know, with Bryce Young, what's you guys take on the first overall pick?
He needs O-line. Desperate.
But he has potential, man.
Desperate.
He has potential to be good. Not CJ Stroud good.
I think it's hard to judge Bryce Young because he has no protection. He's fighting for his life every single time you see him on film.
Yeah.
And everyone that looks at the Panthers play, they look so bad that we believe they're going to get the first pick again next year for the Bears.
Yeah. I mean,
they just traded Brian Burns for a second and a fifth? When they had 2 firsts on the table? Like, that's...
I don't know what they're doing, but the way you feel about, what's his name? Caleb Williams? That's kind of how I feel about
Bryce Young.
Interesting. I don't know, man. It was a rough year of watching him play.
Yeah.
And, like, not even, like, actively watching him play. Like, you know, red zone would cut to him, and I'll be like, bro, get this shit out of here, bro.
Well, in my opinion, the difference is Caleb Williams, if he goes to the Bears, he's going to go to a set.
Yeah. It's going to be nice.
He goes to someone.
A junk. He went to junk.
He went to garbage.
He went to junk.
Garbage. So it's not really necessarily
it's not
his.
fair.
Exactly.
It's not fair.
Exactly.
But no one cares.
Yeah.
No one cares. You know, like,
make a name for yourself.
Who did Fields go to?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he had like nobody. He had Ahmed Brown St. Brown's brother as like his number 2, and no one. And that fool shouldn't even be in the league.
Right, he probably isn't in the league today.
Yeah, you know, and he still got criticized. You know, so it's like you just got to do it. And in the same breath, CJ Stroud went to the Texans. Like if you're him, you're him.
Yeah,
you know, you make it work.
Oh, he made it work. He made
it work.
He made all his receivers look fantastic as well.
Guys, something else.
Tank Dell.
And he didn't have a fantastic running back for most of the year.
He had C.J. Johnson, I think. And then...
He had a Devin Singletary. And then I believe Damian Pierce, who...
Oh, yeah.
was a major fantasy bust this year.
Yep.
Oh, and Duke Johnson, I think.
So, yeah, he pretty much...
Nobody's, yeah.
And he's been crushing it. Their defense is fantastic.
They got Mixon now coming through.
He made that young core of receivers look elite. Bro. He really did it.
Yeah. Who's their number 1?
Tank Dell?
No, the other guy. I had him in fantasy. I forget.
Yeah, me too. Oh man.
Oh, blanking out.
Yeah, same.
But what do you guys think of Saquon to the Eagles?
That's a nasty team.
Man, that's not a nasty team.
That's not a nasty team.
I don't think so, bro.
I feel like the Eagles bring like way different opinions from everybody,
bro.
Like.
Jalen Hurts is, I'm going to just go straight forward. With an O-line like that, he should be doing a lot better. He has a great receiving core. He's just not him. He's being carried by a set offense. He has top-tier receivers, former Heisman Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, star, top 5, top 3 receivers, some people's opinion, right? Now with the addition of Saquon, who has not been, he had a great, okay season last year before that injured.
Yeah.
Right? So is he going to come back the same? But that O-line is what's making the Philly being considered this crazy team.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Jalen Hurts. So I think so. It's not going to be Saquon or Jalen Hurts going to carry the team next year. No, I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be that guy, in my opinion.
What about you? You said they were going to be nasty. What's your take? 'Cause
My opinion is that if you have a nasty line and a fantastic running back, you're most likely going to do really good. It could be going to have really good pace and control for the game.
I feel that.
And
I feel that.
AJ Brown doesn't seem like he's getting worse than he's ever away.
No.
Devontae Smith is only getting better and better.
He wants out. What I've read, he wants to be WR1 somewhere else. Well, we don't know.
We'll see if that happens.
But is Saquon still a fantastic running back?
Yeah.
Yes.
When he's healthy.
Yes.
When he's healthy.
You know what's funny? That you say that? The team you support and the running back jersey you got. Mm-hmm. Everybody was saying the same thing when you guys traded for McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they thought he was washed. They thought it was done.
They thought, he had that great year, and then I remember everyone was drafting him in fantasy, and he got hurt again.
Yep.
And that's how you guys got him, because he was injury prone. And then they were like, you guys already have a good running game. Like, why do you guys need the best running back in the league potentially? Because they make a difference,
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And people, for the Eagles, I think their number one mistake or their number one weakness last season was that they couldn't stop the pass. Mm-hmm. Like, they were getting cooked in the back end. And the year before, their pass rush was getting home more, so it kind of like protected their back six or whatever. So I think even though this move isn't necessarily making your defensive backs better, but just the fact that you're able to control the game more with a better running back. Because Swift is cool, but Saquon, when he's on, he's on.
Yeah, he's on. He's a top 3 running back in the league when he's on.
He did all this
with the Giants.
He put up these great numbers with one of the worst O-lines in the NFL for multiple years.
Yes.
And it's not like the Giants haven't tried to address their O-line issue. They've drafted
for the
last 4 or 5 years, I think.
They suck.
And they just can't. They're just not good. They're missing on every single dart on the board.
And with Daniel Jones, and with freaking who's their wide receiver? Like
nobody's.
Darren Waller I think he's about to retire.
Yeah.
Who is it?
I think Darren Waller is about to retire.
Galladay is he's just collecting money,
sitting there having fun.
Sterling Shepard plays 2 games and gets injured every single year.
Every single season.
They had drafted this guy named Jalen Hyatt last year. We don't know how good he is. I only heard of him because of fantasy.
Bro, the Hyatt Hotels was running some promos. If you caught like a touchdown, they were doing like some 15% off or something, and they were like, "This is the safest bet because this is nobody."
He's a nobody.
Daniel Jones is hurt. He sucks.
So I believe Saquon will have easier opportunities on the Eagles
to do better
because he has great wide receiver threats around him. It opens up the field a lot more, and he has a O line that he's never played behind a great O line.
He's never played behind a great O line. He's never played in an even good offense.
So
ever.
Back to the question: do I think this team how good do I think the Eagles will be?
Yeah.
I don't think they're better than the Lions.
Okay.
I think they still are most likely, going to do pretty good in their own division.
They win it? I'm going to say they're going to win it. Win it.
Like Dallas is.
It's like Dallas is very questionable in a sense of their moves right now. Mm-hmm. We could get to that later.
Yeah.
But right now I think the Eagles they're pretty set to win their division with their explosive offense currently, and I don't think a lot of teams are gonna have major struggles trying to stop it. But we'll see on their play calling. That's also been a big thing with them
and their defense. Right? I think they lost another star lineman in the offseason.
They lost Jason Kelsey as well. That's a
star center,
and their defensive tackle retired too.
Which one? Fletcher Cox was it?
Fletcher Cox, yeah.
That's big. That's 2 key linemen.
Yeah, Fletcher Cox was kind of on the wash side a little bit, but
I think the Eagles, with how explosive their offense can be, can most likely take that division. I believe that the Cowboys' defense is highly rated, but they have been burned. You guys actually burned them pretty bad.
And we burnt Philly. pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't win a game after.
Yeah.
the-
You guys crushed them, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
We knocked
literally,
momentum
like,
out of them.
took their heart out, took their spirit out,
The Commanders are
took their security out.
very intriguing.
What?
The Commanders are very, very intriguing.
I don't
right now.
find them intriguing at all. They're gonna suck.
They need a quarterback.
But they're in position to get one.
Yes. If they can draft a good quarterback, they're a good team.
They're in position.
I do like Dotson.
I love
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Terry
Scary
McLaurin.
Terry's him, bro.
Yeah.
He's literally
Yeah.
If he was doing that with nobodies, imagine what he could do with a good quarterback.
They signed Austin Eckler.
Eckler's a big
Eckler's
injury.
washed.
He's injury
Eckler,
prone.
his ankle is not.
Man, it's not really
he's
the
cooked.
same.
He's cooked. I don't think he's.
For role model purposes, it's good. For locker room, for running back, it's good to have a running back that had a big name in the past, right?
Yeah.
And then they're
kind of like LTU when he went to the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to help the guys.
They're also bound to get one of the big three quarterbacks everyone's mentioning. They're either going to get Jaden Daniels or Drake May because everyone knows Caleb Williams is going number one.
Right.
And
I think they should get Daniels.
Yeah. And
Swing for the fences. Fuck it.
That's a tough one. I think Drake May looks amazing.
He looks
but
good.
everyone, obviously, North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah.
basketball college.
Mitch Trubisky kind of ruined that.
Yeah. Especially when the potential GOAT drafted the same year, and you get Trubisky at 2 and Mahomes goes 10.
Yeah.
You can never live that down, ever.
But is it his fault that that
He did go to
his
the Bears.
He's played really great that entire season, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, the throws that he makes, he has a nuke in his arm, I believe.
Yeah.
and a
Josh Allen type.
little skinnier, but
Yeah.
that'll come with years of age and whatnot. And I have a lot of trouble deciding who's gonna be the worst team in that division actually versus who's gonna be the best team.
So you got Eagles 1, Cowboys 2, and then you don't know who
Between
Giants.
Giants and Washington.
Yeah.
They could be just.
I mean, who cares? They're gonna suck, dude. Like the Giants are gonna suck. Commanders gonna suck. I don't think either of those teams have a chance to be like the Texans last year.
None of them.
I mean, I know the Texans came out of nowhere, but I don't think any of those QBs are gonna just turn their team around like that.
No. They don't have a team or the head coaching staff. D'Amico Ryan's a good head coach.
Yeah, he came in.
Came from the Niners.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Niners, what do the Niners got to do to finally win?
I think the Niners need to protect their franchise quarterback. Right.
Right.
You can't rely on an offensive line with one key player like Trent Williams. You have one star, amazing Hall of Fame left tackle, and then you have nobody.
Right.
You need to build an O-line. We have been using George Kittle as offensive tackle for the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
When he's a star tight end, he could play tight end.
Yeah.
But the issue is he's not because
Right.
we're using him on the right side. So the trick would be to use Kittle as a tight end, draft an O-line, and pick up Xavier Howard. Free agent. Miami dropped him. All right, then we need a star cornerback. We haven't had one since Deion Sanders.
Right.
So we need a cornerback. We play against DK twice a year. We play against Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua twice a year. Those are star receivers. You need a star cornerback for those type of guys.
Right.
And then, Seattle has good cornerbacks. Rams have some good guys back there. We need it too.
Right.
So I think we're one cornerback and 2 offensive linemen away from winning a Super Bowl.
Offensive line for sure. The right side.
Definitely.
The right side. The right side needs
100%.
to get addressed for
Because
sure.
he cannot rely on one guy. And he's
Right.
old now. Trent Williams, he does what he can.
He's like what, mid-30s?
Yeah.
In late 30s.
Yeah, I think 36, 37.
Yeah.
So it's time, right? And I think Shanahan needs to understand that who Brock Purdy is as a quarterback, right?
Right.
We don't have amazing receivers. We have a dog in Brandon Ayuk who could be a top 5 receiver eventually.
I don't see it.
I see it. I see
Top 5?
receiver in the next 2 years.
Top 5.
Yeah,
You know how many good wide receivers there is?
correct.
Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase,
Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is coming in.
We haven't seen him yet.
Yeah,
So that doesn't
yeah.
count yet. We haven't seen him yet, in my opinion, right?
Right.
So let's take
Amon-Ra.
a what we got.
I'm on Raw.
Amon-Ra.
Terry,
Keenan Allen.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
Right. So okay, let's say Ayuk is as top 10 receiver today. We just mentioned 8 guys, and that's
No.
it.
There's
Okay,
no way.
Well, let's go one more time.
There's no way. There's no way he's top
It's
10.
not in order. Not in order.
We could just go by division.
Right. No, we could just.
I can
Okay.
I can start from top. I'm
right.
at least like my top.
Okay.
So let's see. You got Justin Jefferson. You got Jamar Chase.
AJ Brown,
AJ Brown. Let's see.
Stephon,
Stephon Diggs.
Tyreek,
Tyreek Hill. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyreek.
Mike
Hill.
Evans,
Mike Evans.
Let's see. Mike Evans. Yeah.
Keenan Allen.
Cooper Kupp. Puka Nacua.
Both of them over Ayuk.
Yes.
Yes.
Cooper Kupp had one good year in the past 4 years. Who had more yards last year?
I'll take Puka for sure.
All right,
Puka,
Puka.
sure, but
Let's
who
go
had-
Puka. Let's go Puka.
You know what?
We'll just go Puka. We'll just go Scary Terry.
Scary Terry. But
Uh,
statistics as of last year, Ayuk had better numbers than than
I'll
Scary
take-
Terry.
I'll
He didn't
take-
have a quarterback.
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith.
Ooh, Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith is better than Ayuk.
Interesting.
That's
I think
that's an interesting take.
That's an interesting take. I can't agree yet.
I can't agree.
I think Devontae Smith is a dog. I think because Jalen Hurts doesn't give him the ball as much, he gets more AJ Brown. We haven't seen his full potential yet.
What about DJ Moore?
DJ Moore over Ayuk.
Yes.
Next.
No.
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 Bro, he had like 1,300 yards
I don't think
last
that's
year.
I don't think that's a crazy take.
That was, what?
1,300. How much did Ayuk have?
Like 11?
Okay, not far off.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't. That's crazy. Really?
Oh, you got a CD Lamb.
CD Lamb, CD for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
CD for sure.
Like,
Right.
Who else? There's more.
I'm saying Brandon
I know
Ayuk is a fantastic receiver.
He's not. He might not even be top 15.
They're
Oh man, that's a stretch.
No.
Team.
Bro, let's see. Is he better than Chris Olave?
Yeah.
no.
You see the bias?
It might be really biased. Hey, Brandon Ayuk, if you ever watch this, just know I got your back, bro. Just know I got your back. These guys. Talking to a Raiders fan, and you're a fan of.
Oh man, I'm a Raider fan. I'm a King.
I'm a
Raider
free
fan.
agent. I'm a free agent.
Free
All right,
agent.
I'm a free agent. Is he better than? All right, we haven't even said DK Metcalf.
Come on, bro. DK Metcalf, besides his physique,
Nah,
his speed,
dude, DK's better.
I'm talking about talent. Pure wide receiver
DK
talent.
is better.
I'll
bro.
say this: DK Metcalf has actually been one of the most underwhelming wide receivers.
He's hit like 1,000 yards every year of his career.
So has Mike Evans. Well, they're in two different discussions right now. Mike Evans over here, and DK's over here. 1,000 yards, just being consistent.
Yeah.
You're being consistent. Ayuk is not consistent. He's been in the league for 3 years. DK has been there since AJ Brown, 5, 6?
Five. I think five.
So
All right. Well, fuck it. No DK Metcalf.
at least we just named the top 10 receivers in the league.
Yeah, but
Pittman.
Ayuk's better than Pittman.
Ayuk better than Pitt.
Okay. I'm just.
Thank you.
I'm throwing names. Ridley.
Hasn't injury
I
problem.
don't
Injury
think
problem.
I don't think
No.
Calvin Ridley had a great season at all
Yeah.
last year. I think he had
Yeah.
a
I
horrible
think he had
season.
one good season.
Okay. The
He's
Ravens.
riding high from Alabama. Like,
Yeah.
what are we talking
Ravens
about?
wide receiver.
Oh, Zay Flowers.
Zay
I
Flowers?
love that kid.
He's cool, bro. He's a
I
dog.
love
He's a
that
dog.
kid.
I like him. He's a dog.
Well, I'd respectfully put Ayuk over Zay Flowers for right now.
But they're neck and neck.
But Zay Flowers could definitely build up.
What about homie that asked for a trade from the Bengals?
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
Man, we could start a whole Bengals conversation right now.
Higgins.
What is going on in Cincinnati? T. Higgins is a
No,
dog.
we're still talking about the
Yes,
Niners.
T. Higgins is a dog. He has a
feel-
WR1 somewhere else.
I feel like
But I still take Ayuk over Higgins.
The thing I'm debating is I don't think Ayuk has top 5 potential at all.
Okay, you put him on a guy like Mahomes. I'm just saying. You put Ayuk on the Chiefs today. Is he not a top 3 receiver in the NFL?
You can do that with a lot of people.
Are you telling me that Brandon Ayuk needs
If you
to
put DJ Moore with Mahomes, he's
hold up. If you, let's say Niners are always like they're locking down Brock
Yeah.
Purdy. Are you telling me Ayuk needs to leave
No.
to become a top 5 receiver?
I'm saying because the offensive line on the Niners is so shit that Brock Purdy can't throw any deep balls, and therefore Ayuk is not getting the amount of touches he's supposed to have. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean I see where you're going,
Mahomes
but
is throwing those
I
deep
just
balls
don't
to
see
Brock Purdy
I
can't.
don't see Ayuk like let's just say
Hey,
Tyreek?
Click this.
Tyreek, CD,
Oh, Jalen Waddle.
Waddle. I'll take Waddle over him.
Jalen Waddle.
I'll take Waddle.
Really?
I'll take Waddle.
Over Ayuk.
4-2 talks.
I'll take Pickens.
He hasn't done enough. These guys are guys that did great in college, but they haven't.
What
produced in the
about
NFL yet.
Amari Cooper?
I would take
He's
Amari
washed.
Cooper. I
He's
would
washed.
gladly take Amari Cooper.
I
But
think he's washed.
You
Right?
think he's washed? He did good last year.
he's had one of his best years.
Yeah.
Which is it amazing? Was it elite season?
It was. I mean, he was pretty good. Yeah.
Did he have a better season than Amon-Ra?
They made it to the playoffs in the North.
Because they had arguably the best defense in the league.
Yeah. All right, but
forget that.
let's just go Tyreek, CD, AJ Brown, Stephon,
Amon-Ra.
Devontae Adams, Amon-Ra. We could just stop it right there.
I still got love for Amari Cooper.
Ayuk is never gonna pass those guys
Ever.
ever.
Well, Devontae Adams had Aaron Rodgers' whole career. So
Right.
no one's going to pass. No one, maybe Tyreek eventually, but that's it. I don't think anybody else.
I
depending on
mean,
where Stephon goes,
he's never gonna get to that level
of
That's
where
what
they
I'm
are
saying.
today.
Yeah, right now.
What has Devontae Adams done last year?
All right,
Not
but you
much.
can take him off. Amon-Ra,
We had Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah,
Tyreek, Amon-Ra, Tyreek, AJ Brown, CD, and the guy from the Bills,
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs. I don't see Ayuk ever getting to that.
Is it because he's just not talented enough? Is that your opinion? Is it quarterback or just in general?
Just a little bit of both, but I just don't see him being that top end. Like he's good.
Yeah.
I see.
I think if he can stay healthy, he'll be a top 5.
Top five is.
I think he's already
Insane.
a top 10, right? He's going to be a top 5. That just, again, this is probably me being biased.
I personally don't think he'll have the opportunities to prove that
Because?
in the Niners.
Run first.
On the first organization.
Yeah, and then like you also have like to feed George Kittle. You have to feed
Debo was rumored to get traded.
Brandon Ayuk requested a trade,
Yeah.
and that's the reason why I'm like. That's the reason why I asked you. Do you think he needs to leave to become a better receiver?
I think they're sick of playing for Shanahan, but that's all different.
I'll tell you this. To get just different wide receivers in that room, different types of wide receivers, I would trade Debo with the rumors
First round
happening.
pick. For
I would trade Debo, maybe a second. I'll do it. I'll trade Debo and I'll make a move for Mike Williams.
I have a really hot take.
Mike Williams. You need when you need a catch, all these like 6'1", 6'2" wide receivers, they're all kind of the same.
Yeah.
To have a 6'5" wide receiver that can go up and get it, that you know how Tyreek opens the field like up like vertically, he opens it up like
Horizontally.
horizontal, like going up.
Yeah.
Going up.
I think the Niners should trade George Kittle while the iron's hot. He's.
I think the iron's not hot actually.
I think. Look, he said he'd come back with vengeance in the Super Bowl. And
4 yards.
2 catches with 4 yards.
Is that his fault, or is it Shanahan playing him at O-line the whole game because that O-line's so weak? They didn't give him the option. You know what I'm trying to say? This O-line is weak. It's not necessarily his fault.
Wasn't he talking shit instead of picking up the fumble?
Yeah.
That was him, huh?
Yeah,
That was
for
him?
sure. That was him.
Yeah,
that was him.
The iron's not hot.
Aaron's not hot. As hot. I think we need to go after a guy like Devontae Adams.
Right.
Or Scary Terry.
Scary
Guys
Terry.
that probably want out of the organization because their quarterback's ass. So they'd want out. It comes to play for a team that has potential to go to the Super Bowl again, potentially winning the Super Bowl next year.
You think you can win a Super Bowl with Purdy?
I think flip the question. Will we win a Super Bowl with Shanahan? I think we could win a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy as a quarterback. Will we ever win a Super Bowl
That's
with Kyle
insane.
Shanahan as our head coach?
See, that's why I don't like Niner fans, to be honest.
I also don't think. Well, I don't think that team works without Shanahan.
I don't like.
as well.
Yeah, that's.
Like
I think.
The team doesn't win with Shanahan. That's for sure. That's proven
Yeah.
now. So it doesn't win. Maybe we don't win. Have we won the Super Bowl? Have we won it?
Yeah, I feel you, but like.
He has a more premium version of the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Shanahan is ranked higher amongst his peers than Purdy amongst his peers. Shanahan's a better coach than Purdy's a quarterback.
Brock Purdy hasn't been in the league enough to prove that he's in that kind of. How long has Shanahan been a OC and a head coach for?
Well,
More than a decade long.
OC is not the same as a head
He's the one who
coach.
cost him the game in Atlanta.
OC is not the same as a head coach.
Who cost them the 28-3?
Dude, McDaniel's amazing OC, terrible coach.
Tua sucks.
Two different things.
Tua sucks.
Two-
That's what it is.
So would you argue?
that was out of nowhere, out the blue.
Are you saying
No. And I wasn't talking about that McDaniels. I was talking about Josh McDaniels.
Oh,
That was crazy. That was insane.
Oh,
Tua sucks. That was a good one.
Tua's not him.
That should be ad lib. Tua sucks. That's crazy.
Oh,
That came
man,
out
Josh
of nowhere.
McDaniels is a good example.
I don't wish anyone I don't wish bad on anybody, man, but I really wish Josh McDaniels has a bad day. Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Oh,
That guy.
Raider fan over here, guy.
You're a real Raider fan.
That guy. The moment we fired him, all of a sudden, we know how to play football again.
Yeah. You guys are smoking cigars in the locker room.
We're smoking cigars.
Kumbaya.
We have a defense for the first time, I think, in my lifetime. Like, we haven't had a good defense in... what?
Ever. Yeah.
We had the
26.
least amount of flags in the... we're like top 5 at least, and like the least amount of flags in the NFL.
Yeah.
We're always the leaders of flags in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
We finally benched Jimmy Garoppolo.
God damn, dude.
Gave Aiden O'Connell a chance. We are the last team to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Coined that.
I hope Jimmy G has a
9
bad
to
day every
24.
day.
I have a lot of disdain for him, but you know what? I'm happy with where we are right now.
Yeah.
I'm happy with what AP is doing
Flip
with the
the
team.
page.
He's the man.
Flip
Yeah,
the
he's
the
page.
man. I like him.
I like him.
I
So
like him a lot.
I feel like to do good in the NFL right now, you got to have a crazy, nerdy, offensive-minded head coach, or you got to have a great defensive head coach that like invokes passion and like teams just rally behind.
Or you have the Chiefs who have both. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but I had one more question for you. Just like I want to see, because I recently met you not too long ago, and you're there very strong for Purdy.
Yes,
So
for sure.
Just let's take it back 5-6 years.
Okay.
How did you feel about Jimmy G when he was with you guys? I just want to like not looking in hindsight.
Yeah. And honest.
An honest opinion of how you thought of him when he was there with you guys, and when people would criticize him, and you guys were still going to the Super Bowl, you guys were still going to NFC championships with him. Like, what your honest opinion of him during that time?
During that time.
During that time.
Like, just
So, statistics prove, right, he was a winner. He
Right.
won games, right? The reason, in my opinion, he won games, or what I think I thought about at the time, is he got carried by a great defense and great running back trio.
right.
So the guy never did anything to me that was so impressive to make him say, "Oh, he's our franchise quarterback."
Yeah.
Right? He was never in.
Would you defend him though back in the day?
No.
No.
I would defend Alex Smith more than I ever defend Jimmy G.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay. So this Purdy, your defense of Purdy, it's not just completely wrapped in fandom. It's
No.
actually like you actually like really like him.
So I love it. I love how we got to this question, right? Because you just said, "Hey, Ayuk is not even top 15, bro." Right? And then you said George Kittle hasn't done shit. He's not on the iron no more, right? So the only
Yeah.
guy we got on offense is C-Mac. So if Brock Purdy and C-Mac did this alone,
You forgot about Debo.
Debo, right? Who's
C-Mac and Debo.
Debo, who, hey, we just said we'd be okay with trading for a second round pick. He's not even worth a first round in your opinion.
Keenan Allen went for a fourth.
That was
That's
insane.
insane.
Hopkins
Let's be
went for a
real right
second.
now.
Hopkins who?
DeAndre Hopkins went for a second.
Back then?
Back then, at 26 years old or 27.
But these
26.
are all revered as bad deals
Yeah.
by a majority of
Yeah,
people, if I'm
right.
being honest.
So Debo, in my opinion, he is a divisional star. When we play against the Rams, Seattle, right? He's Arizona. He's a dog.
Yeah.
After that, he's either injured, complaining about his hip, or not playing the game. So we cashed him out $71 or $73 million.
Right.
Right, for 3 years. That's a big contract to
Yeah.
be a WR1. Technically, he plays half running back, half receiver.
Yeah.
So if you're feeding him the ball, he's a half and half. So
Yeah.
Brock Purdy's doing this with, Debo and C-Mac. If
Yes.
Ayuk's not top 15 receiving league, and Kittle hasn't done shit.
But all right, you're see this is where I don't.
But I'm saying this is your opinion.
Yeah, no. But this is where you're not framing it correctly, because top 15 doesn't mean you're bad. Not being top 15 doesn't mean you're bad. There's 30 teams. There's 30 wide receiver ones.
32 teams.
32. My fault.
Yeah.
32 teams.
Right.
So not being top 15 is not a disservice.
So at what ranking from 1 to 20 or 1 to 32 are you elite in your position? Quarterback, running back, receiver.
Well, it's different for wide receivers
Different than
and
quarterbacks.
quarterback, because there's only one quarterback.
Correct.
Most people run 3 wide receivers now.
Okay.
So there's probably like 6 elite quarterbacks.
And how many elite receivers are there in the NFL today?
Probably like 10.
10. So Ayuk is not an elite receiver.
He's a good receiver.
He's a great receiver, in your opinion, right? Great.
No.
He's good.
There's probably like 5 or 6 elite. There's probably like 7 or 8 really good ones. and then or like great ones, and then there's a lot of good wide receivers. There's probably like 20 good wide receivers.
Just good.
Good.
And
Good. And they could fluctuate.
I got it. Perfect. And then Debo, where do you play him, if you don't mind me asking?
So Debo is weird because, like you said, he's a running back and a wide receiver, and same as McCaffrey. Like if you look at your wide receiver room and you put McCaffrey and you put Debo and you put Ayuk, you're like, that's a good wide receiver room because you got Ayuk that runs the nice routes, you got Debo going underneath, and you got McCaffrey out of the backfield,
right,
in motion. Yeah, that's nice.
Hell yeah.
That's nice. You know, that's clean.
If you do it right.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's kind of hard to say, like, Debo, where do I rank him? I do have Debo ahead of Ayuk still right now. But he's more of a football player, if people say that, but...
He's more of a football player. So Brock Purdy is doing these numbers, taking our team to these games.
Yes.
Big time games with players who are just good, besides C-Mac.
No. See, I don't want to frame it like that. See, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
What I'm saying here is that if you're an elite receiver, if you're a Stephon Diggs or you're Tyreek Hill, you go to anywhere and you're going to be an elite receiver.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're saying since Ayuk and Debo, they're not elite, they're not really good, they're good.
I'll say this: I'm higher on Brock Purdy than he is. But,
Yeah, thank you.
But
I said he's 10 to 12.
10
to 12.
Right, which is 50%. Or, sorry, it's the top 40% in the league. Because there's 32 teams, 32 quarterbacks.
Yes.
40%. Top 40%.
That's not a disservice.
That's a D. You're giving him a D.
That's not how it works.
Right, think about it. If
That's not how it works.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I don't have him higher than you. We're about the same range.
That's funny. Top 10 to 12. Okay. Let's go
But you're saying like being like the 12th, 10th best quarterback is like a bad thing. No,
I'm not saying that.
That's a great thing.
How? There's 32 teams.
He's saying that.
Right,
He's saying
if there's
bad.
32 teams in the NFL.
Yes.
And you are the top 10. Right?
Yes.
So you are 1/3 almost, let's say.
Yes.
Right. That's 33. That's not, you have to be top 5 to be elite.
No. But see, this is where...
So sorry.
I'm like, he's a good QB.
Think about it like this. What's his name? Jamal Murray has never made an All-Star game.
Jamal Murray's never made an All-Star.
Is he a bad point guard?
No.
There you go.
But he's a solid ass team
There
around
you go. What's Purdy?
But Jamal Murray is on a basketball team. Right?
Yeah.
Purdy's a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
He's the point guard.
Exactly.
What's Jamal?
He's the one, huh? No way we're doing this. He's on a team that just won the finals last year. Nikola Jokic,
Yeah.
So you can't say Jamal Murray, who has Nikola. Who's Brock Purdy have? He has Brock Purdy. Yes, C-Mac, of course.
He has the defense, and he has Shanahan.
Shanahan. What's up with you guys, Raider fans, and Shanahan? He's not what you guys think he. If Shanahan goes to the Raiders today, what happens?
If Shanahan goes to the Raiders
today, what happens next year? Tell me, please. This offensive guru of a genius you consider him.
Well, he wouldn't have a quarterback, so he wouldn't do.
He wouldn't. Antonio Pierce. Thank you.
So Shanahan must not be that good then.
He's a Raider fan, so he.
I like Antonio Pierce.
It's all about attitude.
I would take Shanahan. I would take Shanahan over Pierce. I would take Shanahan over Pierce. He's a Raider fan, so he has that emotional connection with the season already.
He's done the impossible. He gave us a defense.
Oh, I like it, bro. I like it.
That's like, honestly,
Yeah.
if you could do something I've never seen done with my team before, I'm obviously gonna have high praise for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to dump defense down, but a lot of it is just effort. So if you could,
They ride for him, bro.
yeah, they do ride for him.
So sorry, going back to the question of Brock Purdy and Jimmy G and all these quarterbacks we've had in the past, I think Brock Purdy is him, and he's just with the O-line that we have and that full offensive potential of Shanahan being so considerate in the way he plays the game. I think we won't see Brock Purdy with the potential he truthfully has in big games until we get an offensive line. That's just
The right side.
Yeah, the right side.
The right side.
The right side. We're good. We're going back to the ship.
I think you should give Shanahan a little more credit than he gets.
I give him credit, bro, but I'm sick of him losing these big games.
I'll tell you this.
We got
Should the Dolphins appreciate McDaniels right now?
Should the Dolphins?
We'll find out next season.
Oh, just think about where they were and where they're at right now.
Can I ask you a question? What do you mean by that? Why will we find out next season?
Because they're losing pretty much all their defense.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to-
But just think about where they were for the longest
Right.
and where they're at right now. They're fun.
Correct. Then you draft the running back who's a star. You get a running back who's a star. You have arguably the best receiver in the league.
No, I was trying to frame it in this way. Like, I'm not trying to make you solve what the Dolphins should do. I'm just saying like
what they did.
What they haven't done before McDaniels, and then let's say McDaniels, whatever his deficiencies are, you could say like he has improved the team, and they're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch.
And they're gonna be in contention for the playoffs, pretty much, for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if the Dolphins keep getting better and they lose a couple Super Bowls, I feel like they'll be kind of in the position where you are right now, where people are like kind of criticizing McDaniels for not winning. But where were they before? Like,
where were we before?
The thing that is the difference is that pretty much Kyle Shanahan has given up big leads in the Super Bowl every year.
Yes.
He's going to come back on, and he's crumbled under big moments.
That's fair.
every
That's fair.
single year.
Yes, please continue.
But
so what makes you a great coach is not letting that happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
25-3 is an iconic moment.
I'll tell you this. What do you guys think of Andy Reid right now?
Andy Reid is probably going to go down as question. It depends. What do you think of Belichick? Do you
He's
consider
still
him
the
the
GOAT.
greatest?
He's still the GOAT.
Do you consider him the greatest coach?
I think he's
of
the
all time?
GOAT.
I think him and Walsh.
He's a GOAT in my
You know,
opinion.
I think it's Belichick and Walsh, and then
I think he's
Andy
in
Reid in 3.
I think he's in the Mount Rushmore of like
Yeah,
great
okay.
quarterback.
Oh, Pete Carroll
Great.
too. Pete Carroll too.
Or so you guys have Andy Reid as
Yeah, top
okay.
top
He's
three.
he's out. He's
So
in that Mount
before he
Rushmore,
went to the
dog.
Chiefs, he had never won a Super Bowl. He had gone to 5 or 6 championship games and had never won a Super Bowl. He had lost the Super Bowl with the Eagles. He had won multiple divisions and he couldn't get it done. And that was he kind of had the same criticisms that Shanahan has. But instead of choking leads, he just didn't know how to use the clock. He would let the clock run out. He wouldn't call timeouts. He would like freeze under pressure. He was just not good at that. And that was his criticisms too. It was, great coach, super smart head coach. Partly an innovator, has changed offenses for the better, but he can't win the big game. He doesn't know how to do the clock. And now he wins a couple. He gets an elite quarterback. He wins 3 Super Bowls. 3 is a lot, but now
There's a lot.
he's looked at as potential GOAT path,
Yeah.
So I feel like, I'm not saying Shanahan's going to get there, but I feel like if he just wins one, it will flip the whole script on how people look at him.
I mean, Jim Harbaugh won the national championship, and no one considers him a choker anymore, right? Same thing with Shanahan. If he were to win one, sure. I don't think he's going to win one. That's what I'm saying. Is that you have all the pieces to the puzzle, you just can't put it together. I mean, so we've already seen it twice in the NFL and one in college. Sorry, 3 times in the NFL, right? 1 being an OC and 2 being a head coach. What else do you need?
I'm just saying, people said that about
Andy Reid.
T.O. McNabb was regarded as top 5. Westbrook, they were loaded. They had good defenses. They had Dawkins. They had Cole as a pass rusher.
They're kind of in that situation that like for example, like those 2016 and 2019 Cavaliers were like, their team's fantastic, and you're always gonna be probably contended for a number 1 seed and wiping through the conference,
Right?
But you can't get over the hump, and you're losing to like an all-time great teams,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I mean, he is losing to the Chiefs
he's losing.
too.
He's lost to Tom Brady and like Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, which are considered all-time great.
It's not like he's
quarterback
losing
coach
to like
duos.
Manning's Broncos, or he didn't lose to like Cam Newton's Panthers. He didn't lose to Jared Goff's Rams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's losing to.
I mean, we did lose Jared Goff in the NFC Championship.
So do you think? Do you think?
But that wasn't a choke job. No one was criticizing Shanahan
No,
for.
we're criticizing for that game. Yeah, you're right.
Do you think Brock Purdy's ever going to be talented enough to be like what compared to those all-time great quarterback coach duos like as Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid?
I mean, that's a weird.
It's too young to see.
Yeah, I mean, it is too young.
Like,
It is-
but do you see the potential or no?
Yes.
I'll tell you this.
What? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So what are the good QB coaches pairings right now?
What do we know? I mean, we haven't seen Herbert and Harbaugh yet, so take that out of the question.
But that's potentially, yeah.
Potentially could be amazing.
Yeah,
bro.
Sean McDermott, Josh Allen.
We have Lamar and
Lamar,
John. That's great. We have obviously Reed and homeboy.
Yeah, I mean, you could put D'Amico and CJ in.
Yes, you could.
Not like
You could already.
It's young, but like you see the vision right now.
I see where you guys are going, but like I don't have those pairings in the same category as like Shanahan and Purdy or Reed and Mahomes.
You think Shanahan and Purdy are with Reed and Mahomes?
No, because like I think of the pairings, quarterback QB pairings, when the coach is an offensive coach. I don't really see it as a pairing when they're not an offensive coach, because like Harbaugh and Jackson, they're a pairing, right? They're a pairing, but they just flipped offensive coordinators and they're switching offenses this last year. They just flipped offenses.
Mm-hmm.
Reed and Mahomes aren't really switching offenses like that because Reed is there like his whole career, you know? So like I do think that they have potential to be like a nice duo, just because like I think of the pairings more like him, McVay, McDaniels.
McVay and Goff is actually a good one.
Yeah.
McVay and
I'm sorry, and Stafford.
McVay, I was about to say McVay and Stafford's a better one.
McVay and Stafford.
They already won it. They won one.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
Won it. You know, they won it.
So like
Yeah, that guy in the
that's why I prefer getting
Dan Campbell.
offensive.
Dan Campbell, Goff.
That's why I prefer getting offensive coaches as my head coach. Because like
In order to do that, you have to have a DC you believe in, and we didn't have that this year.
yeah, but like I just don't like switching offensive coordinators. Like if they go get a head coaching job.
Yeah,
It kind of sucks.
Same thing for defense. The defense doesn't want to play for the Niners because every year they're getting a new DC. It's not fair.
But the most important position in the field is the quarterback.
It's the quarterback. Yes.
So like you want continuity there.
You want longevity,
Longevity.
consistency for sure. I agree.
So they could be a good pairing. Not gonna lie, I think they have potential, and I think part of the reason Brady was so good was, I mean, McDaniels kept coming back.
Yeah, Belichick was a defensive genius.
I mean, McDaniels is a terrible head coach, but as an OC, he's pretty nice. At least with.
I don't understand how this guy.
I think because he's a dick.
Yes,
He's an asshole. I think players get over him like so quick.
Did you guys like Gruden? If you don't, you just want.
I love Gruden.
I like Gruden. I mean, he's a shitty person, but
Shitty person. I thought he was a dog.
I loved his QB film rooms.
Yeah.
That shit was hella tight.
Dude, I wish I could have seen what could have happened with that, man. I just wanted to see it. You know, from a Niner fan, I wanted to see something good happen to the Raiders.
But yeah, going back to it, just the fact that it's a good offensive coordinator, and I do have Purdy ranked like, you know, upper half of the NFL. Like, and where I was going with Murray was like, if you have a surplus of talent at the QB position, you're not getting criticized for saying you're 10 to 12. It just means like we're doing really good in quarterbacks right now.
There's a lot of great quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, kind of like wide receiver. Like wide receiver, there's like 30 to 40 good wide receivers in the NFL right now. Like really good. Where like if you would look at the past, like once you hit like 15, you're like
Done.
not that good. Like what's his name? Williamson or what's Williams from the Lions? Like he hasn't even done anything, and I feel like he has potential.
Who, Jameson Williams?
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams. Okay.
Like there's a lot of talent.
Yeah. So you know, we mentioned our top 10, 15 receivers. Who if you know, we can get a top 10 quarterback.
Top 10?
real quick. What do you guys think?
We know who number one is.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with you first because we don't want to hurt you with our Purdy take.
I would love to hear it because I already know. I know. I'm with you guys.
One.
All right.
Let's see. Josh Allen.
No.
You're not even gonna let me.
We got Josh Allen number two. We have Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Lamar.
You have Lamar.
MVP.
MVP.
You have CJ or like who is it? You know what? Since you don't believe that, I'd take Josh Allen is still nice. Let's get that right.
All right, here, let's go. I'll go Mahomes,
Of course.
Jackson,
Okay. I already know who's number 3. I kind of have a feeling.
CJ,
We'll hold on this.
a healthy Burrow,
Ding, ding, ding,
a healthy
ding.
Burrow,
A healthy Burrow.
a healthy
I want
Burrow,
to come back to this, please.
Josh Allen, Herbert 6,
Matt Stafford. You forgot.
No.
Okay.
Let's see.
Jared Goff is that
Don't forget your boy Kirk Cousins.
He's above Purdy. Let's see. This really gets complicated.
It's really complicated.
It is.
He's a Brock
You just
Purdy
don't want to give
hater.
people credit.
Yeah,
You just
exactly
don't want
what
to
it
give
is.
people credit.
Thank you.
Jared Goff.
Solid receivers.
Was that 7? That's 7. Stafford 8. Jalen Hurts, and then Purdy 10.
Purdy at 10. Go ahead, Andrew, please.
I like how he said he has Kirk Cousins over Brock Purdy, and he still put Brock Purdy.
He has the torn Achilles. So we're not gonna forget about the torn Achilles, right? We're not gonna.
You're funny, man.
All right, go your top 10. Your top 10.
Oh man, I still have Josh Allen as my second best quarterback in the league. I still do.
Homeboy Josh Allen. All right.
Let's see. You have Lamar Jackson in there.
Yeah.
I'll take
I
it.
can have.
What's your list? Not just kidding.
Let's see. I think Joe Burrow,
Joe Shiesty.
Okay.
and then I'll put CJ as 5.
Okay. So we have the same top 5, just different order.
Yeah, you put Josh Allen at the end, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then let's see. I think Jared Goff has had a great season.
6.
Let's see. Let's see. Stafford. Is he there?
Was he there? Yes.
I'm like, is he
Matt
there?
Stafford's prime dog. Is he there today?
I think his receivers are just really good.
Very good.
They're very, very elite.
Solid.
But
Brock.
I would take Baker over Brock Purdy. I would very gladly take.
All right. What about
Brock
you? Not
Purdy right now.
you just hate Herbert?
Duh. I forgot about Justin Herbert, so I will put him like probably closer to that 6 or 7 range.
Okay. So we have the same top 7.
I will say I will put Baker over Brock Purdy.
Okay. Baker 8.
Maybe. Did I already put Jared Goff in there yet?
Yeah, you did. You put him 6.
So I'd
You
probably
put-
put Justin Herbert 6, Jared Goff 7th,
So we have the same top 7.
and then that's probably where I put Baker Mayfield right there.
Number 8.
I'd have him maybe. Russell Wilson's a very intriguing.
No, there's no
topic,
way.
but I just don't. I don't think
We're losing credibility, right?
I think
No. Well, are we still? Is it 2021?
I think
2019 Seattle and NFC.
I don't think pretty much his team came through for him this year, so I can't respectfully put him right there.
Clip that.
Of course.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I could throw. Am I putting Brock up there?
Bro, the fact that you put Russell Wilson ahead of Purdy is already like insane.
No, I'm just
You're spitballing.
I'm just throwing out names for me to think of. Right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
He said,
Oh, Jalen Hurts, definitely. Yeah,
Okay,
right there.
I was thinking about that one.
Yeah.
What about Dak?
Oh, Dak Prescott is not. That's. I would.
Dolphins. Tua.
bro, shit. Did you say 2 over Brock Purdy? No way.
I'm throwing names out there.
No way.
I'm doing what he said. I'm doing what
I
he
just need names. I'd probably throw Brock Purdy right there, though.
Okay.
9.
Yeah. Brock
What was
Purdy.
number 10?
10. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like.
Dak, Cousins,
Oh, Kirk for sure.
Kirk 10.
Kirk Cousins for sure.
So you had
over all those guys. I'd have to take Kirk Cousins over Dak Prescott. I'd take.
So you say your top 10 was Mahomes, Allen, Lamar,
Joe Shiesty.
Burrow, Burrow,
Burrow.
CJ Stroud,
CJ Stroud 5.
and then you said Herbert, and then Goff, or Goff and Herbert.
I'd probably put. Looking back at it, I'd probably. Yeah, so Herbert. I'd probably throw Hurts over Goff, and then
Goff,
and then would I have Baker?
Baker 9 now.
No, Baker's probably.
Because you put Herbert, Hurts, Goff. So that's 6, 7, 8.
But I'll probably have Baker and Kirk. Yeah.
So no Purdy in the top 10.
He's probably 11. 11.
Everyone got an opinion.
But like you could interchange that like
Yeah,
him and
yeah.
like,
That's
you
when-
could interchange him and Kirk if I'm being honest.
When I
with
talk to you,
it's not like the gap that I'm talking about is not not like
when I talked to
far
you,
off.
I said that 8 to 12
Right.
were like pretty much what flavor you like, you know?
So
Same Laffy Taffy, just different flavor.
I think the issue is like once you get below like
7.
6 to 7 range, you're wondering if
Trevor
it's-
Lawrence?
if you're getting carried by the receivers or
Right.
that quarterback is that good.
Well, this could be a whole episode on its own, but
Yeah.
right, all those receivers that we just mentioned today, besides my homeboy,
Like Jalen Hurts was probably the hardest person to rank for me because
Who?
Jalen Hurts.
Oh yeah.
my opinion, in my opinion, okay, damn man, I lost my train of thought. My homeboy, besides everyone on that list that we just discussed today, besides Mahomes and Russell Wilson, I mean Russell Wilson actually had a star receiver last year. All those guys have a top 10 receiver, not in order. Every single, because we just mentioned the receivers, and every single one of them linked to Baker Mayfield had Mike, right? Justin Herbert had Keenan, right? We can start going back. Now, Amon Ra had
you didn't
Jared
even say
Goff.
Stafford.
Right, Stafford had Cooper Kupp and Nakua. So all of those guys that we just mentioned have a star top 10 receiver. And in your opinion, Ayuk.
You're wrong.
Who's not?
Who's Jackson's top 10?
Zay Flowers. We mentioned that.
He's top 10?
In our list before
He was not top 10.
He was not top 10.
He was not top 10. We were arguing top 15.
Oh, okay, he was top 15.
No. We were just throwing names at
I
the
don't even think we mentioned any of the Ravens receivers as
We
the top.
mentioned-
I name dropped Say Flowers
Yeah.
when I was just trying
Mention
to.
them as a talented people to look for in the future, I believe. But
I was just name dropping people to put
Lamar,
to put
who's two-time MVP.
yeah,
Mahomes, sure.
yeah.
All those other guys have star receivers, right? Brock Purdy has listed him at 10, but you guys said Ayuk and Debo are not on
CJ?
CJ's generational talent. Okay. Mahomes.
Case is falling apart.
No, you're right. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, CJ Stroud.
Okay.
All the other guys below them. Not in order. Right? Joe Shiesty, he has stars.
Yeah.
Josh Allen got a star.
Yeah.
So everyone got a star.
Yes.
Mike Evans, Baker Mayfield. We got, we already said Amon Ra.
Yeah.
We mentioned that. So you've seen those guys. They have a star receiver to work with.
Yes.
And as I think Ayuk is, and you guys don't think Ayuk is, so Brock Purdy's still ranking number 10 on your list without a star receiver.
Right.
It's pretty good. I'm going to take it from you guys' opinion. So by my opinion,
Okay.
right, it's going to be Mahomes at number 1.
Okay.
CJ
Brock Purdy
Stroud
too?
at number 2. CJ Stroud
I
at
like
number
that.
2,
I like that.
So far, what I've seen, right? So this is where it comes here, in my opinion, right? Joe Burrow, who hasn't played a full season in a while, he has had star receivers in every single college and NFL season in football.
Yes.
Yes, he has injury problems, but he's also had star elite receivers in college and
Yes.
the NFL,
Yep.
and has yet to win a Super Bowl. Injuries, of course, is something to resort. But from what he proved in 1.5 good seasons, he's already
Right.
a top 5 quarterback. Right? That's just my question. Right?
Well, how many people have beaten Mahomes in the playoffs?
Joe Burrow,
And Brady. That's
And
it.
Brady.
And end of list.
that's the only.
It's the only ones.
Yeah. But he also had Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon. He had was it a tight end at the time? Was it Uzuma? No.
I think so, but that's irrelevant.
Forget it.
Yeah.
But Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, who's a number WR. So he had a crazy, horrible O-line, crazy receiving core.
Okay, so in the same breath, what makes Josh Allen a top 5 quarterback?
I don't think Josh Allen's top 5 quarterback. I think Josh Allen is a bust, bro. I think
Josh Allen is a bust.
He's never won. He's never went to a Super Bowl. He's never won an AFC Championship game. He's had Stephon Diggs. He's had 3 good seasons. They're all with Stephon. Before he got Stephon Diggs,
So what did you think of Stafford before he won the Super Bowl?
Matt Stafford was a dog in Detroit. He had a horrible organization around him.
But he never won anything. He had won one playoff game.
He's a dog.
He had
You
look, I'm
you
just,
can't knock Matt Stafford. He's a future Hall of Famer before he went to the Rams. Yes or no?
No. You can't win. You can't be a Hall of Famer and not win at a quarterback.
No, there's no Hall of Fame quarterbacks that had a ring.
No, there is. But like he had 0 playoff wins. How many How many QBs are in the Hall of Fame with no playoff wins?
Is it?
There you go.
Yeah, is it
There you
his
go.
fault that he had such a shitty organization?
It doesn't matter.
Franchise.
Is it CJ Stroud's fault that he got drafted to the terrible Texans?
I mean, we don't know if they're terrible. Obviously, they're not. And
They're not because of him.
And their new head coach, who's a dog.
Yes.
Crazy rookie receivers who are really good.
Dude, he had Megatron. What are you talking about?
He had Megatron.
He had Megatron.
He had Megatron.
And he had Golden Tate. He had Golden Tate and Megatron at the same
Golden
time.
Tate, come on, don't
Nah,
say
Golden Tate was a dog.
He's
We're not
not
gonna.
no
This is not gonna.
Megatron
This
He's
is
not
not gonna
Megatron.
turn
You
into
can't-
a Golden Tate. This podcast, bro.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
He's
kidding.
not gonna catch it straight because you want to say.
No, what I'm saying with Matt Stafford is he was arguably a Hall of Fame quarterback before he went to the Rams. Right? He was already in the discussion.
But, I mean, okay, but you put CJ Stroud as number 2, and then you diss Burrow for not winning anything. But you put CJ Stroud number 2 after his rookie year.
He showed me something that I have yet to. Okay, let's start again. let's do it one more
Let's
time.
just do the list.
That's
Let's
the
do the
reason.
list.
That's the reason why I said you need to let him cook out the 10.
Cook the 10. Cook the 10.
Mahomes, Brock Purdy. That's it. Game over. No, I'm just kidding.
Super Bowl. What's up?
Right. You know, I have to give my credit to Lamar, 2-time MVP. This is not in order now, right? We're going Mahomes, Lamar, not Josh Allen.
Yeah.
CJ, Brock.
Brock. Okay,
top five.
go. Keep going.
Statistics prove he's a top 5 quarterback.
Go.
So
Oh, then where you putting Tua then?
my ass.
Yeah, there you go. Statistics show that he's a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, when you have a guy
there
like
you go.
Tyreek,
There you go.
better
There
be a
you
top
go.
2
There you go.
quarterback.
Statistics.
But how many picks has Tua thrown? How many picks has Brock Purdy thrown last year?
He threw a good amount. He threw what, like 9?
Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Did not throw 9 picks last year.
How many did he throw?
Less than 9.
He threw 4 in one game.
Less than 2. That's come on, bro. You know, I was at that game. You don't gotta remind me. He threw.
Name your 10. Let's get to it.
Patrick Mahomes. This is not in order.
No, in order.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
You can stand on CJ if you want.
CJ. Let's put Joe Burrow because I like him. I just feel like that he has to prove more to me, but I like him. Brock Purdy.
Wait. What's your 5? I got confused.
His 5's
I got confused.
His 5 is Brock Purdy.
Oh, okay. So
Brock Purdy's his 5th.
Mahomes, CJ, Jackson, Allen.
Lamar, then CJ, then Joe,
Okay.
and Brock.
Okay.
So Pat. Okay. That's
That's top 5.
yeah.
Okay.
My other top 5 now.
Yeah.
The 6th, I'm gonna go with Jordan Love.
Oh, I forgot about Jordan Love.
Right? I'm gonna.
I'm so sorry.
I think I think he's a dog.
I need to take Baker out of there for that guy.
Yeah.
I forgot Love. My
apologies.
Oh,
my
that's
apologies.
I feel terrible right now. I lost all my credibility.
Right. We're gonna go.
It's a long day. I was cooked.
Yeah. Those IPAs, guys.
Jared Goff. I really like Jared Goff, man. I'm big on Matt Stafford. Oh man, tough one. I got 2 more, huh?
Just say Tua, bro.
It's not Tua. It's not Josh Allen, bro. For sure.
You said Josh Allen's not 9?
Bro, Josh Allen is a bum, in my opinion.
That's
Guy,
insane.
he makes horrible plays in game time.
What's your vendetta, bro?
in red zone? What do you mean vendetta?
Against Josh Allen, bro.
He did not lose that playoff game.
What does Josh Allen has done without Stephon Diggs?
Stephon Diggs dropped the pass.
No, before just
Cash money for winning the game.
Okay, but what about last AFC Championship? Throwing pick.
Bro, people develop.
He hasn't developed. It's been 5 years. Right?
I mean, he developed a little bit.
With Stephon Diggs, you better develop. Me and you could become freaking dog quarterbacks with Stephon Diggs out
Nah.
there. All right. At my number 9, and this is a tough one. I can't tell you my number 9. I really don't care.
I can tell you, it's Josh Allen.
Jalen?
Jalen.
Did he say Herbert?
Herbert is my number 9.
All right.
And then Herbert, for sure, my number 9. And then I would really take my number 10, if I have to. Yeah, Jalen Hurts. I'd have to put him up there.
All right, say your 10.
Oh man, bro, I can't remember all that. All right, Mahomes, Lamar, Joe, CJ, Brock, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Matt Stafford, Justin Herbert, and Jalen Hurts.
That's a solid top 10.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Solid top 10.
Josh Allen not top 10 is kind of crazy though.
Mark my words, you'll never win the Super Bowl and you'll never win the AFC Championship. You're
That
never going to
doesn't-
see Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. I mark my words.
That doesn't mean you're not top 10, bro.
It means your ass.
Dude, Carson Palmer was like top 5 and he never did anything.
You just
Carson
went on a rant about Matt Stafford like being this great quarterback, and low key like Josh Allen has gotten to the postseason a lot more than he has.
Matt Stafford has a ring.
But he was like on before he said he was a Hall of Famer before he won the ring.
He was in the discussion. He was in the discussion. Before he went to the Rams, he was still... Dude,
He was because he threw for 5,000 yards and he
So
and
he was
had-
in the discussion.
He was like
Yeah.
youngest to do this, youngest to do that.
I mean, he's not
But-
he's not a bum.
But you gotta win. You can't. Those stats don't matter if you're not
Matt
winning.
Stafford won it. Carson Palmer didn't. You can't compare Carson Palmer. And who are you comparing him with? And
Oh no, I was using Carson Palmer to defend Josh Allen
yeah, Carson Palmer to defend Josh Allen.
because you're saying that he hasn't won anything.
You're right.
And I'm saying you could be considered a top 5 QB without winning anything.
I mean, how many great seasons did Carson Palmer have?
We're not gonna. This is not
Yeah.
a Carson Palmer thing. I'm just saying he was regarded as a top 5 quarterback,
Man.
and he never won anything. So like, there's no like that shouldn't be the bar.
I honestly, maybe it sounds like I don't know my football. I don't remember a season where Carson Palmer was ever discussed as top 5. But that's just me because I don't. Remember
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, I don't remember him ever being listed as top 5.
When he was with the Bengals,
This is Cincinnati,
when he was with the
AJ
Bengals,
Green, that one
when he had
year-
Ocho?
not AJ Green before
Wait, at
that.
Ocho?
and
he was
who's Masada.
He was a top 5 quarterback.
He was regarded as like the next big thing.
I think when he got drafted, he was supposed to be, and he just
No,
never
no.
fell up to the standards. But I might be wrong.
There was a Madden. He was rated the 3rd quarterback.
Madden.
Wow,
But
really?
behind
Madden.
Brady, behind. No, I'm just saying that's. I mean, Madden ratings aren't.
they're not far off. They're not far
no,
off.
they are. Sometimes they are, but I'm not saying that's like shut the door. You know, case closed. You know.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: if you're rated the top 3 quarterback in Madden, you're at least top 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're not that far off.
But not top 5.
Okay, but you're saying Josh Allen isn't even top 10.
Yeah. I mean, bro, what making you a top 10 receiver, a quarterback, right, is winning big games and not throwing picks under prime time.
Right.
And Josh Allen has just done that. He has lost big games and threw picks in big time potentials.
Yes.
In red zone, AFC championships, playoffs. So
Right.
this because you have Peyton Manning, the best regular season quarterback of all time.
Yes.
Correct or no? Yes, right?
Yes. Sucked.
Sucked in the playoffs.
Yes, and he was still top 10.
Horrible.
Yeah, but he's Peyton Manning. Now, you go and you put Josh Allen, you can't put him in the Peyton Manning discussion.
Yes.
And you can't say he was a Josh Allen, yeah, he threw for this amount of yards, but he also has good defense around him, great receiving core, and an above average offensive line the past 3 years.
Yeah.
He still has yet to make it to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl.
He has no run game.
He has no run.
He has no run game.
He's essentially
He is a run game.
Has he only lost to Patrick Mahomes?
Nah, he lost to Burrow too.
Bro, yeah.
Ah,
Joe
okay.
Shiesty. Man, Joe Shiesty.
Dang.
That's a whole conversation. Go ahead. That's my top 10. That's my top 10 quarterbacks right there.
See, when people have crazy takes, it always categorizes me as a defender of a player that I don't necessarily want to defend, but because the take is so crazy, it comes out like I'm defending them. Like I'm a Josh Allen detractor too.
Okay, but he's
Like
top
I
10
feel
in your eyes.
he's like I think I put him 5, but like you gotta take everything with it. Like yes, you want him to throw less aggressive throws. You want him to play a little smarter. He had that check down on that game against the Chiefs that would have kept the clock going. They could have probably gotten the timeout. I mean the field goal, or just kept bleeding the clock out. But in the same like breath, I'm saying that like he is the whole offense. Like he rushes, he scores hella touchdowns, he throws bombs. Like
He does, but and you mentioned Josh Allen like higher up, right?
Indeed, he's definitely in my top 5.
Yeah, top
He's
5.
two. He put him two.
Can I ask you guys a question, Josh Allen fanboys? No, just kidding.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
Yeah,
I wanted
he's
to
definitely
get
my top 5.
No, right. So you take Stephon Diggs the past 3 years, is that
Yeah.
right? 3. Is Josh Allen still him? Stephon Diggs is not there. They have Gabe Davis.
That see these hypotheticals always like bro.
Mahomes did it with Rashee Rice, bro.
I think
after he had Tyreek and Kelsey
And he won more.
and Reed.
He won more without Tyreek than with Tyreek. Don't forget that.
Yes, but that was.
And Tyreek hasn't won a
But
ring
he
since
came
won.
into the league with them there. So like to say that Josh Allen wouldn't be him without like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see. So, damn, I hate to like just to be a Josh Allen hater, but I wasn't like this before. It's just this season made me hate the guy. So, Josh Allen.
You know what?
Since
you
he
know
got-
what I think it is? I think it all stems to your Purdy defense.
No.
Yes, it is. Yes, it does. Because since you like Purdy so much, you gotta like.
someone got to go.
There's no. Not this. Because look. This is how I break it down. If you want to rate Purdy high, you gotta value smart plays, getting first down, not throwing picks. You
Yep.
gotta value that really high to make your to make your argument that Purdy's good, reasonable. You gotta lean so much into that you can't appreciate strong arms.
Yards thrown. Who threw more yards last
being-
year?
Let me talk.
All
Being
right.
the whole offense, just putting the team on your back, doing superhero plays. You can't value that as much because then people could use it to counteract Purdy, and then you'll be like, well, where's Purdy Superman plays? And you're like, fuck, they got me. So I gotta diminish the value of a one-man army of one player that could take an offense to the playoffs. Maybe you can't win the whole thing.
Stephon Diggs. So you think Stephon Diggs is a below average guy or something?
All right, so
I would say
Stephon Diggs
cost them the playoff game.
This year, but
and Stephon Diggs didn't have a 100-yard catching game the last 8 games of the season.
Mm-hmm.
He started off really hot, and then he didn't do anything the last 8.
that could be because
And they started winning.
That could be. They started winning.
Yes, they turned the season around. They were like 5-5 or 6-6, and then they won 5 in a row, and they stole the division from the Dolphins.
Right. Man, going back to this conversation can lead 2 ways. Real quickly, I just want to say that it's not Brock Purdy's. Brock Purdy did get blessed by the Niners getting someone like C-Mac. He got blessed. It's not his fault that they go and get someone the Panthers no longer believed in, and we got rated a C- for getting Christian McCaffrey.
Who rated it C-?
NFL, honestly, on NFL and ESPN, right? It was a C- grade. I saw the screenshot.
Bro, ESPN.
Ooh, hey, but those guys
They
get paid to study.
yeah.
They get paid to study football. You know what I'm trying to say? So real quickly, I just want to say, right? A lot of people gave up on C-Mac.
Yeah.
A lot of people did. They thought 2 injuries. He's washed. Done. We didn't. So yes, he got blessed because C-Mac had a vision. He had a dream. He had something to drive him.
Yeah.
Yes, Brock Purdy got blessed, but you don't say, oh yeah, like he throws checkdowns. The guy had.
Oh, I never said that.
Right. I mean, it says if you really value a quarterback, you say how many first downs he gets in check down play.
I never said checkdowns.
It wasn't.
I never said checkdowns. I said keeps the offense going, keeps them on time.
That's what makes a good
and
quarterback.
smart plays.
Right. Makes a great quarterback.
Yeah, I never said checkdowns.
Okay.
Not once did I say checkdowns.
All right. I might have. I thought I heard shit.
I know he airs it out.
He's gonna go back. He's gonna see check down. He's gonna edit it out.
I did not once say checkdowns.
Okay.
He airs it out. He averages like 10 yards a pass.
Yes.
I can't say he checks it down.
That's the guy.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right.
Man, that was a long conversation.
Yeah.
Fuck Purdy though. I'm just kidding.
He's okay.
He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's not bad. Like,
But I know this. I know Josh Allen's better than Brock Purdy.
for
Josh
sure.
Allen is for sure better than Brock Purdy.
Hey, last season stats say otherwise, or last 2 season stats, I think. Say
I'll tell you
otherwise.
this: Brock Purdy goes to the Bills, they don't win the playoffs.
Josh
They
Allen.
don't make the playoffs.
Josh Allen goes to the Niners. We don't make it to the NFC Championship because he threw a pick in the conference.
That's
exactly.
fair. That's fair.
So
That's
Brock
fair.
Purdy's better.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, we just 1 + 1 = 2.
That's not what that means. Because then the Bills didn't make the playoffs.
Right. I'm saying switch it out.
No, I know. You said.
Yeah.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. Like you putting. To the Purdy thing, there's a lot of nuances to that. Like, do you want a quarterback that raises your floor, or do you want a quarterback where your floor is already high and could like manage it nicer.
What does Brock Purdy need to do in order for you guys to give him the credit that he deserves? Does he need to win a ring? Does he need to get lose Ayuk and Debo and still win games? Like, what's my question?
What's the credit that he deserves?
Right, to being a top quarterback in the NFL, because statistics say he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, and you guys don't rank him top 5. So that's why the credit he deserves being a top 5 quarterback in the NFL today.
I think his yards are pretty much inflated by yards after catch
And
plays.
Shanahan offense.
But
Shanahan. So Shanahan's the reason why Brock Purdy is good.
I mean, I'll tell you this. He made Jimmy G passable, and a lot of your Niner fans were defending him like crazy.
Oh yeah.
And then you see what he is now without Shanahan, and he's garbage. He's out the league, basically.
Yeah.
He's going to be the Rams' third QB. If he makes the team.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So if he's able to save his career, everyone knows that he sucks, then he could definitely improve a good quarterback and make him, pretty good.
So Brock Purdy would have to leave Shanahan in order to prove he's a top 5 quarterback.
No. I'm just saying he does get that boost because he's in the Shanahan offense. But as unfair as it sounds, he might have to just win the Super Bowl.
He has to win the Super Bowl, yeah.
He just has to.
Yeah. Andrew, anything?
Like I said, I think Purdy's good.
Yeah.
I just
Top 10? I had him 10.
I think
I probably 11 because I forgot about Jordan Love. My apologies. That's so disrespectful.
I think a majority of his yards are gained through yards after catch plays.
But so are Mahomes.
So are Mahomes. So is Lamar Jackson. Right. I think Brock Purdy last year, yards after catch, he was below top 5. So there's 5 more quarterbacks who had more yards after catch than him.
I do like Purdy though.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll say this: I do like Purdy. I
don't know the guy, so I haven't met him yet. So.
I hate Purdy fans.
I'll say this.
I like Purdy.
I do not say Brock Purdy sucks.
Right.
There's some people that are like, this guy can't. This guy is just a system quarterback. He can't really play. I'm like, come on, let's be real right now.
He did. In my opinion, I'm gonna just end the conversation. End the debate real quick. What I had to say. He's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, in my opinion, today. That could change next season.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you this.
Yes.
What could change my opinion? Once he gets paid.
Bro. If you get paid, you better win a ring.
No. Not even that.
Yeah.
If he gets paid and the talent around him gets a little weak and the Niners are still winning that division and going far in the playoffs, top 5 quarterback. Top 5 quarterback.
Oh, okay.
So right now with all the talent, probably win the Super Bowl. He gets paid $50 a year. You guys lose some weapons. McCaffrey retires or whatever, and he's still, and you guys are still consistently NFC Championship, Super Bowl, top 5 quarterback.
Oh, okay. All right, good take.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Finally understood where you're coming from.
Making $2 million with this loaded team,
star offense, highly paid offense,
highly paid offense.
That's what it is. Besides Debo,
first team,
Kittle.
all pros at every position.
Yes. Yeah.
You got to win the Super Bowl for me to rate you top 5, top 7. Once he gets paid and the whole team isn't loaded with all pros, and you're still going far, top 5.
Well, this year's
I'll give you top 5.
This year's Super Bowl was partially, defense costly. Right?
Yeah, the Super Bowl is in the past.
Yeah, it's in the past.
But anyways, today we saw my Lakers lose to the Warriors. It was a little fluky because AD got hurt. His eye was shut. We saw the Kings show why they're pretenders, losing to the Knicks.
Let's talk about the Lake Show, bro. Let's talk about the team that we've been 10-0 against for the last 2.5 years with others.
And those 2.5 years we made it to the Western Conference Finals. And you guys made it.
Yeah, just like you didn't have to face us.
And you guys lost. So you guys lost to the Warriors, and we mollywopped the Warriors. So mollywopped.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So one team couldn't beat the Warriors, the other team beat the Warriors. Yeah.
So point proven. Yeah, Lakers over the Kings for sure.
You guys have never beat. Oh, okay, whatever, dude.
See, that's how I know you have a small team mind. You're valuing all these regular season wins, while we value going deep into the playoffs
and winning rings.
Yeah,
right.
Stop it. Anyways, this season's been really good so far. Who do you guys have as your MVP frontrunners so far?
Oh, most definitely. I wish I had his card on me, but it's the Joker, right? Nikola Jokic. Most definitely.
Okay, for sale. Hit him up on IG.
Yeah. Yeah, I got Nikola Jokic as the front runner so far as MVP. That could change. SGA is up there. Luka is there.
Luka would be up there if his team had a better record.
That's my pick.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I want Luka to win it.
This is what I think. I believe he's leading the league in scoring right now.
I think so.
Like 34?
He scored 73 points this season in a game, and on insane efficiency too. By the way,
Boss.
Yeah.
That Mavericks team would probably be in like the lottery if he was not on that team.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And they have historically bad defense.
Atrocious.
But
that's partially his fault. Like, he does not try.
Yeah. That's the problem is if he wants to be a contender in the finals, he'd have to try to play on defense. And they have to recruit around him, of course.
Do you believe he could win like something like that Russell Westbrook MVP where like his team is like around 6, but he has a chance to win it?
Depending on if Jokic falls down. It really if Jokic continues at this pace, no.
Yeah, I agree. Because the year Russell Westbrook won it, there wasn't too many strong candidates like that. So and then he did something historic. It was the first triple-double season since Oscar Robertson. So like he would have to do something like real historic. Like,
I mean, Luka's kind of leading the league in points while also getting similar numbers.
Yeah. But like
that's like
but like Harden got averaged like 37 a season,
and he's like 2 points away from that.
No, I know, and Harden didn't win MVP. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. And he was like the second seed, so he was the second seed. He was scoring more points, and he didn't win MVP.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to defend against Joker because obviously,
Because Curry was winning those MVPs. Yeah. I think it was the year that Curry won the MVP. So he was going up against like a 69 and like 73 win team. So it's hard to beat that.
Super.
So like if you have Nuggets winning like 65, 63 games and you have Jokic putting up those numbers, it's gonna be hard for like the 6th seed with great numbers to beat that.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe they're the favorites to
win the finals?
Win the title again?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. To be honest,
I don't think there's any all-around better team in the league than them right now.
Yeah. And they only got one All-Star.
Yeah. Ooh. Denver.
Yeah.
Oh. All-Star? Jokic's not All-Star?
Yeah. They got one.
Oh, sorry. I thought they have none. I heard that wrong. Sorry. In the beginning of the season, I would have said, Boston. But we always say Boston. What happens?
Yeah, Boston.
You think it's just fatigue at this point? Or
I don't believe in Tatum in the clutch.
Yeah.
I don't believe in Brown going to his left. So you make in the clutch, you make Jaylen Brown go to his left, or you put the ball in Tatum's, and you're good. Mm-hmm. Although Kristaps
isn't moving you.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Kristaps does change it a little bit.
Drew Holiday's not moving you.
Drew Holiday does move it a little bit.
Losing Marcus Smart was a big thing for me. I like Marcus Smart a lot, bro. I liked him.
Drew
Holiday's better. Holiday's way better.
For me, because I believe Drew Holiday has a much better offensive package.
But Marcus Smart was a heart of the defense.
I feel like I'm disrespecting Holiday to even be having this discussion.
Let's not have it. Let's not even.
Do you guys think the Celtics are the favorites to win it out of the East?
Yes, but I have the Bucks going to the finals.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
I want that.
Dame. I want to see Dame get a ring, bro.
I need that. I need two-time MVPs going at it in the playoffs.
Jokic and Giannis.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Two finals MVPs.
Get Dame a ring.
Two Europeans going at it for the best player in the world, basically.
I'm pretty sure Giannis is getting tired of getting snubbed.
I need that. I need that, bro.
That's going to be fun.
We need that. We need that.
As a Laker fan, I'm admitting this. That would be so fun.
Yeah.
7-game series? Oh, man.
Of Jokic versus
Giannis?
Oh.
That's like watching, like, I don't want to say it, but like Kobe versus the Celtics.
No. It's what we never got. LeBron versus Kobe.
Oh.
I mean, I don't want to put them up there yet, but I need to see this once in my lifetime. I need Giannis and Jokic to
I'm still mad at Dwight Howard to this day.
For eliminating the Cavs?
Yes.
Damn, dude, we needed that. I can't believe that never happened. But yeah,
it's crazy.
I think I want SGA to win the MVP.
He could.
Shay's your pick.
Yeah, I want my pick is Jokic. I want SJ to win it.
Yeah. My pick is Jokic. I want Luka. Right? He just
I do want Luka, but I don't think he has a
so we're
chance.
on the same wavelength.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be Jokic. The way
I want Luka too, but I don't think he has a chance.
Yeah,
that's why.
Just because his defense.
Realistic, someone that has a shot that I want,
His
SGA.
shot. Yeah, same.
If I could hand it to someone, it would be Luka because I love Luka.
Dude, same, bro. He's a fanboy. I'm a fanboy.
How far do you think the Thunder can go?
It
Today
depends.
or a few years down the line?
Today,
Just for this year. Just for this year.
Conference? Yeah.
I'll tell you this. This is an idea I've been floating around. The Lakers cannot beat the Nuggets in the playoffs.
No.
We can't.
You can't beat.
We can't.
You can't beat them.
They're better. They're younger.
The fact that we can't beat them in the regular season,
Yeah.
I'll take my chances against the Kings, even though I know we haven't beaten you guys in forever. I think we have a shot against you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we would beat you guys.
I agree.
I'm saying we have a chance. I know we haven't beaten you guys, but I don't think that doesn't deter me as much as not beating the Nuggets. Not beating the Nuggets in the regular season and then beating us in the playoffs, we have no shot against them. As an honest Laker fan, we have no shot.
I agree. I'm a Laker fan.
I wouldn't say we'll beat you guys because you guys have owned us, but I have hope.
I'm with you 100%.
For us, for the Lakers to make the finals, someone has to take the Nuggets out for us.
Sure, no, we can.
And I think the two teams that could do it,
Go ahead.
I'm very curious. I'm very
two
curious.
teams, it would have to be the young teams.
Young team.
It would have to be the young teams that don't give a fuck.
So
OKC and the Kings.
Those two young
Those
teams
two
that don't
young
give a
teams
fuck.
that don't give a fuck and could run you out of the court.
That's what it is with the Kings, bro. They can run you out the court. And the
OKC too.
So where are the Clippers in all this? Sorry.
Man, Kawhi's back's not gonna hold up, bro. They're no.
Is
They'll be
Russell
there.
Westbrook going to be back for the playoffs? You guys think? Or I've heard he's injured, but I don't know.
I haven't kept up with Westbrook. I just know Kawhi's nursing that back. So
He's back. Oh, I did. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So, but I think for someone to beat the Nuggets, it'll be OKC or it'll be the Kings. Like they just got to run.
But a healthy Nuggets team is scary.
Oh yeah,
Bro, it's so scary. It's so tough. Go. You were gonna say something.
I'll say this: we have a pretty good record against the Nuggets for this season, at least.
That's what I'm saying.
The only time they beat us is when De'Aaron Fox was sitting out of the game.
Really?
knock them out for us.
But we beat them every other time.
Because if you guys knock them out, we're gonna knock you guys out.
Yeah. Do us that favor.
The team that we struggle with is actually like every Warriors Kings game. We know that game's going to overtime.
And it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Well, from a Laker perspective, it's so fun watching them go at it.
Like we were at, like that series actually was breaking records for viewership last year.
Yeah.
I watched it for sure.
Yeah, we were watching it.
Every game's coming down to the
Golden
wire,
Gate Tap Room.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, that was a good place.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as the MVP, to wrap it up, I want SJ to winning. I think he has a legit shot. If they finish strong, especially if they get the number 1 seed, we might be seeing SGA hopefully get that trophy, in my opinion.
All right, for sure. I just want to clarify that no one's rooting for Jason Tatum to win the MVP.
Oh, he's not in the discussion.
I'm seeing this narrative right now going all over like
No.
social media. They're like, oh, it's the number 1 team and he's the best player of the
False
number
narrative.
1 team.
False narrative.
Stop it.
Nope.
He's not better than Jokic. He's not better than Giannis. He's not better than Shea.
He's never Shea.
Like,
He's never than Luka.
Yeah.
That'd be very controversial to make him
what's
the
funny?
MVP.
Yeah.
I agree with everything you're saying, but the MVP is not the best player. And even saying that, he's still not the MVP. So if the MVP was the best player, he's not the MVP. But the MVP is not that, and he's still not the MVP. Does that make sense?
So
Who is that?
He's just not the MVP.
He's
just not the MVP. I don't agree that the MVP is just the best player.
Would you agree that MVP?
It's like wins plus player plus like how
Leadership.
strong your team is.
Yeah.
Injuries. It's like a whole storyline type thing. It's not just best player. But with that being said, he's still not the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever way you categorize it, he's not the MVP.
100%.
Oh, that was a good one. I appreciate you guys coming on. You know, pulling up to the crib. You know, recording a little podcast. I hope you guys had a good time.
thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, bro. The Hard to Handle podcast. Hell yeah.
Hard to handle.
If you don't like our opinions, too bad, because it's too hard to handle for you.
Thank you guys.
That was good, bro. That was good.
Take care.
Thank you guys.
Free Palestine.
Subscribe to the pod. Free Palestine.
Palestine.
Peace.
I don't check slide, no sudden moves. On my goons are stretching. And I'm taxing for the fee on my damn collections.